name is Arrianna and I'm the physical therapist over at ACCEL. Today I wanted to make a video to go over some different animal poses, and some of our classrooms are covering zoo animals as a topic this week. So as you can see, I'm not going to be wearing shoes as it's a little easier for your students to do some yoga without their shoes on, but it's optional. Same thing with the yoga mat. You don't need a yoga mat to do yoga. You can have your students sit on the carpet, you can go outside in the grass, whatever is nice and soft and comfortable. Alright, so the first pose we're going to do is butterfly. So you're going to have your student sit on the ground and see if they can get their feet to touch. So for some of our students, if they're not super flexible, their feet might be way out in front of them, and that's okay. For other students, it might be a little bit closer, and then you can encourage them to flap their legs up and down like a butterfly. So first pose is butterfly. Second pose we're going to do is tiger. So you can see if your student can get on their knees and then place their hands on the ground. So that's starting position number one. And then if they can, you can have them arch their back up towards the ceiling like a cat, and you can have them make sounds like roar, like a tiger. So that's pose number two. Pose number three is bear or downward dog, so they can be a dog as well. So you can have them start standing with their feet flat on the ground, and then see if they can walk their hands out in front of them, keeping their bottom up towards the air. So that's our bear pose. So next one is going to be a little bit more challenging. For balance, I'll show you the more challenging position and then a little easier version. So it's flamingo, so if they can, have your student pick one foot up off the ground, and you can see if they can put their hands up over their head, and they're standing on one foot like a flamingo. Now, if this is hard for your student, you can have them stand maybe feet together, which would still be challenging their balance, or feet wider apart, and then hands up over their head, and they can pretend that they're a flamingo. So our next pose is going to be cobra. So same thing, I'll show you two different ways your student can do this. So the first one is they're comfortable laying on their stomach. Have them lay down on their stomach and then go up on their forearms and push up like a snake. So this is a really good one to stretch out their back and their core. Now if that's too hard for your student or they don't like to lay on their stomach, you can have them stand up or even sit in a chair, put their hands together, and they can wither their hands around like a snake. And then the last pose we're going to do today is going to be elephant. Same thing. There's two different ways that you can do elephant. So first one is you can have your student put their legs far apart and then have them put their hands down on the ground. So that's number one for elephant. Now if that's a little difficult for your student, or maybe they want to do something sitting or standing, you can have them use one of their hands and pretend it's a trunk like an elephant and wave it back and forth, and then switch and do the other side and wave their arms back and forth. So if you have any questions about any of these poses, please feel free to reach out.